Mr. Buchanan, it says on your fact card that you're a proud member of the Civilian Review Board for the Selective Service and that you have been for the past 18 years. What does that mean?
I was a member for 18 years, but they have revised the hierarchy in the Selective Service system. The Civilian Review Board was consolidated and everything was turned into just local board. There is no review process anymore. So now I am a local member of the local, as the vernacular was in the 70s, draft board. And I have been that since the review board was closed out.
Okay. Now, it also says that you've been a precinct chief in the Spotsylvania County election official for 16 years. What would you say to someone if they question your influence on the election?
I do not influence the election. And the reason I do that is, as a precinct chief, it's my responsibility to make sure nothing interferes with your right to cast your vote as you see fit. So as a precinct chief, I have no opinion as to who you vote for, how you vote, other than the fact that we show you how the machine works and we leave it up to you. My responsibility as a precinct chief is to make sure those who are eligible to vote get to vote, and if they are ineligible for some reason or another, to make sure that deficiency is corrected for the next election. I have no opinion politically. I know how I'm going to vote, but that's between me and the voting machine.
Now, also on your card and in previous videos, we've learned that you have spoken in front of students and you've influenced them, and you've stated in other forums that education is at the top of your list of importance. Talk about your role as an education leader and what you'd like to see in Spotsylvania County under your leadership.
Education is very important, particularly at the lower levels. That sets up everything in life to come. Elementary, middle, junior high, high school, all of those important. And as a member of the Board of Supervisors, I think it's my responsibility to make sure that the school board has the funding that they need to make sure that students receive the education they deserve. Berkeley Elementary has been recognized as one of the most improved schools in the Spotsylvania County system. And I would like for that to also be throughout the rest of the county.
Well, I appreciate you humoring me and answering these questions and answering a little bit more about your fact card. But here's a fun question for you. It says here that you're an active member of the Rappahannock Colonial Heritage Society. What do you do as an active member of the Rappahannock Colonial Heritage Society? Can you give me a demonstration?
I'm not sure about a demonstration. But as a member of RCHS, as we refer to it as, we represent the merchants, the farmers, the everyday Midland people prior to 1776. We have performed in many historic venues throughout the state. Mary Washington House, Kenmore, Ferry Farms, Stratford Hall, Gunston Hall, John Marshall House, and we've even been down to Berkeley Plantation for the first Thanksgiving, which is held the first Sunday in November. And part of that, we take on the persona of people. I have portrayed the Reverend John Waller of Waller's Baptist Church and County Line Baptist Church fame. I have portrayed a gentleman farmer, tobacco farmer to be more specific. I own 50 acres in Spotsylvania County, as this tobacco farmer. I'm a small-time farmer. I do not have a large plantation. And I've also played Archibald Ritchie, who is a Scottish merchant who had his business in Tappahannock. So we portray these people and we become them. We also do dancing, which I think is what you're probably referring to as a demonstration, but we'll forego that demonstration today.
Well, good. Thanks for your time. And I look forward to seeing you on Election Day. I know you'll be at various precinct locations on that day, and I hope to see you behind the rostrum on the Board of Supervisors. Thank you.